GSL SuperTournament Season 1. Africa TV Free Cup Studio Live. 2021 GSL SuperTournament Season 1.
What is up, everybody? We're here on the final day of the GSL SuperTournament. It's been a lot of fun to finally be back here in 2021, kicking off StarCraft 2, and no Zergs this time, 3 Protosses and a Terran.
Yeah. We're going to see if we get another PvP Finals. It's looking very, very likely.
Yep.
But it won't be exactly the same 2 players, just probably one of them.
Probably.
History repeats, Tasteless.
So, surprisingly, Dream is the Terran that's here. We obviously had a lot of great Terrans in Korea, but I didn't expect him to be the last one standing.
Well, just this round of 4 in general is really surprising.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really get surprised by Trap. Of course, he's won the last 2 tournaments. Zest, you should never be surprised when he's at the end of a tournament. And if you are, you're actually a dummy and you're lying to yourself, which is really weird. A lot of people lie to themselves about Zest. I do want to put that out there.
Well, he looks better than I have ever seen him, and there was a period where everybody agreed he was the best player in the world. He looks better than that right now.
Well, yeah, he's great, but there's a lot of people that like say that he's bad. They're like, oh, he shouldn't do well. It's like, no, you don't get it.
Yeah.
And so him being here shouldn't be a surprise. But Zoun,
that's
huge.
A nice twist.
Dream,
to have some fresh blood injected in the Final 4 of a StarCraft 2 tournament.
These 2 are
especially
really
in Korea.
exciting.
Dream also is, of course. I mean, he's been around for a little while, but he's rapidly improved.
Well, he's back more recently, I guess is the right way to put it.
That's a good way to put it.
He was turning into a badass back in 2011.
Right.
But maybe he's going to reach that now. But yeah, Zoun is kind of the really exciting guy here. This is his first Super Tournament. He just started breaking into GSL last year.
Right.
Sky's the limit with him. He's looking great.
It's going to be 2 best-of-5s, and then we'll go to our finals, which is a best-of-7. I think this is going to be a tough one for Dream. Trap seems to have, how do I say this? He's very balanced in his approach to the matchup. He really doesn't seem to have any weak spots. As we cast his games, everything I see him do, I go, oh yeah, that looks right. That looks good.
Yeah.
The Dream does have, I think, a very modern style of TVP.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. And it's a little bit stylistic, too. He definitely plays his own brand.
It's definitely, his personality is coming out in that style. But I think Trap knows can leverage the race in the matchup, if that makes sense.
And but honestly, against Innovation, that really could have gone either way. And Innovation was playing very well. But all that being said, Trap didn't look unbeatable PvT at all against Innovation. You know?
Yeah.
Went to Game 5. It was close. It was interesting. So. You know, Dream got to look at those games last night and this morning and try to decide what he wants to do. I'm giving Dream a shot here. I think Trap's going to win, but
I would be very excited if Dream advanced here. But
that would be amazing, yeah.
If Trap continues on, then everything we already know is true here. But yeah, let's see what Dream has in store for us. It is fun when you have 3 players of one race, and then another player, the 4th player, is playing the solo race to kind of root for that, root for the underdog.
Yeah.
And I'm also welcoming the fact that this was not a Zerg-dominant tournament. I think we've definitely had enough of that over the last couple of years. It's nice to see things change it up.
Nice to see all the Zergs get eliminated right off the bat.
It's good to see the Zergs die right away. Yeah. Sometimes it is. So, we're moments away from starting this. Our first map is going to be Pillars of Gold.
All right. Pillars, Romanticide, Lightshade, Dathora, Oxide. Pretty much what you would expect. What do you think the score might be?
I think probably 3-1 Trap.
3-1 Trap.
Maybe 3-2 Trap.
Okay.
Again, I welcome a Dream victory. I just don't think it's going to happen. If I had to choose a favorite here, I think Trap's an easy call.
I hope the upset occurs because I think that would be amazing for Dream to go to the finals. But I already know that if Dream somehow goes 3-2 against Trap, what's going to happen is Zest is going to 4-0 him in the finals.
You might be right,
We're
man.
gonna be like, whoa, he's the next guy. He's the one. And then Zest just comes in and slaps him down so hard he uninstalls the game. That's how it'll go. I've seen this story taste. This is like, what season of GSL is this for us? Number 50? Come on.
We've had so many that Actually, that's a good question. How many have we had? I don't know. Somebody let us know if you know the answer.
Game starts.
Anyways, guys, Game 1 and the final day of the Super Tournament has commenced. This is Trap versus Dream.
Africa Freaks. Trap. Good Game Gaming. Dream.
Okay. I actually just opened up the Wikipedia page, and there could be some, debate over what counts as a GSL, but I'm just going to count the number that's here. I want your guess, though, ahead of time.
Okay, and before I guess how many we've done, are we counting Super Tournament as a GSL
yeah,
season?
Super Tournament would be one. Just any tournament branded as GSL counts.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to remember how many we did the start of the very first 2 or 3 years, because that's when we had a lot of seasons back to back. We crowned a lot of champions, but if I had to guess, I would say, can I guess now? No, you're still looking? Still counting? By the way, in this game, Dream throwing an eBay down here to block the Nexus and try to dictate the pacing here of the game. Artos is still counting all the GSL seasons we've done. And
okay, I have the number.
Ready? You have the number? All right, I'm guessing 39.
Okay. According to Wikipedia, GSL branded tournaments.
Yeah.
This is our 53rd.
What? 53rd?
This is our 53rd branded GSL tournament.
Oh my God. All right.
That's a
Not
lot.
bad.
That's a lot, man.
We've been casting a long time, dude.
We have. So what's happening here, Tasteless?
There's an eBay blocking the location the Nexus is supposed to go.
Whew.
Immediately, Dream trying to dictate the pacing of this game.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it, right? Slow him down a little bit, make him do a build that maybe he wasn't prepped for.
Although I don't know how much this is going to really slow Trap down here.
Yeah, I mean, it technically slows the Nexus a little bit, so the command center is going to be coming up more quickly, but it's going to speed his tech up some as well. Now, there's a second barracks on the way here for Dream. Interested to see where he's going with that. Like, is he going to do a 2-1-1 type of build? Is he going to try some weird 3-raxery? You know.
Some 3-raxery.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here. Just to go big picture for a little. Oh, hold on. I don't want to go big picture because there's a Zealot here with this Adept, and that really changes the math on a fight like this. Again, Adept's kill Marine's already very fast.
Yeah.
But a Zealot here is beefy enough that this is really going to slow everything down here. The SCV is actually killed right before the command center could finish. Another one comes over here now. The Adept shades out. And Trap getting an insane amount of value there. 4 Marines killed and 3 SCVs, all to trade out an early game slow Zealot.
Yeah.
That's insane. Now that is an example of Trap really understanding the ebb and flow of the game. That when the eBay comes down and the Terran's also expanding with it, he is allowed to seesaw the action onto the other side of the map and punish.
Yeah, and he certainly did that. It's a huge amount of damage to just lose the Zealot over. So, nicely done. Dream, though, you got to give him a little bit of props here. Because even after that happened, like, he didn't have a bunker when it came. And guess what? By golly, Tasteless, he doesn't have a bunker now.
No.
He is going to cut every edge in this series, I think. And I like that. I like this approach. Right? A coward would make a bunker right now and say, you know what? I want to make sure I'm not losing any more units. I can sell it later for 75% of the cost. No! No, Tasteless!
I need those 100 minerals now!
Yes!
By the way, the pressure is coming on here, and now I'm wondering if you should have made a bunker, man. Because this is looking pretty bad.
Certainly, a bunker at the beginning would have been good. A bunker before this came would have been good. But as I said, Tasteless, there's something to say about bravery, okay?
No, there's not.
Yes,
That's
there
not
is.
True. Artosis,
It is true.
Artosis, that's not
Look,
true.
he's only lost 9 Marines and 4 SCVs so far.
Do you remember that time? This is
For
a
a
long
Zoun.
cast ago. We talked about trying to make a video game where you play as a coward.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
Yeah.
You gotta like hide under dead bodies.
Yeah,
and
that
stealth
was
and run.
actually that was my dad's idea like 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good joke.
But yeah, like you'd have to hide under dead bodies
Yeah.
and stuff, and like just grovel and like act like you're weak and like just beg and like
It's all about when you get robbed, how quickly can you take your wallet out and give it to them?
yeah. I should do that someday. That would be an amazing game.
Okay. We've got the Robo support bay coming down here. And we're going to have... wait, I'm sorry. Did he get Blink? I actually was not watching.
Well,
the
I would
upgrades.
hope so. Otherwise, this is a
Yeah,
weird...
otherwise this doesn't look right.
Yeah.
But we don't see anything going up there yet. I guess, yeah, he must have
No,
gotten
I guess he did not.
Did he just want to make it maybe look like that's what he wanted to do? I mean,
Yeah. Oh, no, he did.
oh, he did get it. Okay.
He just didn't
All
want
right.
to blink in. Hell if I know, Taste, so I'm not
Yeah, I
watching
know.
this game. I'm just thinking about how brave Dream is. That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah, it's looking tough right now for Dream. Even though I think if you were to just show up in this game, you'd think this is a normal PvT. He took a real beating early on. He's been slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah, but he's recovering. There are Colossus coming out right now, so it doesn't feel like there's any real holes over on Trap's side. He is getting his double forge. So a lot of money going to be going into upgrades.
Yeah, he's going to be investing in a long game here. Now, keep in mind, in this matchup, generally it's the Terran that has to stop the Protoss. Protoss are able to control large swaths of the map pretty easily when compared to the Terran. So Protoss is just going to try to build up a lot of splash damage, obviously the double forge, upgrading the Tier 1 units here. Yeah, and just try to outlast the Terran.
Look how annoying he is. My God. Nice little blink in here from Trap. Killing 5 SCVs so far. Oh my God, he's blinks forward, tries to pick up another, doesn't quite get it, but will recall out. Very solid on the harassment there, slowing him down a bit more.
Yeah, and tempo-wise, this looks pretty ordinary in a PvT here. You know, the third base is taken after the Protoss gets his third. We see Thermal Lance is done, increasing the threat of damage to Marines, so more Marauders are going to be incorporated here into the Terran's army.
Yeah, everything is actually looking pretty solid on both sides. Let's not forget, you know, obviously a lot of units did die early on for Dream. So his army could definitely be a bit bigger right now, but his army's still pretty big. It's still looking pretty strong. He's macroing well. I don't think that this attack from Trap can do too much. We'll see. I think he's just trying to melt some Marines here.
Okay, Colossi pushing up here. This may be a bit of an overextension here from Trap. Big attack coming in here. Actually, Trap is controlling this very well. What do you think about that Widow Mine?
Yeah.
They're going to try to dive in right into the middle of that. Kind
It
of
was
cool.
a cute try. It was a cute try. Okay, the Marauder's going to stem forward here, pick off one of the Colossi, maybe get the second. Oh, he does, in fact, get the second. Really nicely done, but he has almost no units left over.
Yeah, it was exciting to see him take that out, but maybe a bit of an overextension here. Protoss is going to regroup and probably try to continue to push in here. It's paramount that Terran actually keeps this third base.
Yes.
If Protoss forces this to lift off and fly away or destroys it entirely, it's just going to be hard to claw your way back into this game. So this moment is pivotal here, really.
Yeah, look, it just blinks over here. He has those 2 mines kind of zoning out so his army doesn't die, but he needs them to fight, really. Here come the Zealots. Do drag some mine hits. SCV's coming up to fight as well. Dream trying to take out this army. But I think there might just be a little bit too much here.
Yeah, I'm seeing everything thin out here for the Terran.
Yeah,
Command Center's at half health, but Protoss is going to back up. I'm worried about the next warp-in, though, here. By the way, 22 SCVs were killed repairing the Command Center, so half the job's already done as far as getting rid of that third base. Well, if he can just punt the Command Center away.
If Trap just pulls back right now in macros, that's really strong, right? Because you did lose a lot of workers, but Dream's economy is still okay. It's not like we're not down in the dregs of 30-ish SCVs. Right, when you see a Terran at this point
Yeah.
go down to like 35 SCVs, that's when you know the game is actually done.
This Colossus is isolated. Nice save, actually. Sidesteps it to the right there.
All right, trying to micro here, but I mean the Archon taking a ton of damage. Some good targeting onto the Stalkers with those Marauders. A very Marauder-heavy army, and in fact, continuing to push them back, but as the Zealots come up, they ruin everything as they are wont to do.
I think we are very close to the end here. We'll probably see Trap regroup, do another warp in, and then probably come in with the closer kill, wiping out this third base. Again, as important as this moment is that we're watching here now, we got to go back to the start of this game and how much damage was dealt early on. Trap really taking advantage of the opening that Dream had planned out and punished him very well. Looks like he's going to peek in there, try to confirm that he can, in fact, try to take the fight. And with this army coming up now, I think that time's upon us.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary army right there.
There's no observer here for Protoss, right?
No.
Okay.
Who needs it, Tasteless?
Oh, here he's coming now. He's got
how many
one.
Colossus shots on a Stalker to kill a mine, Tasteless?
That's true. It probably will eventually get picked off here. Now, there is an observer that's coming with this army here. We saw one a second ago.
Okay, trying to go up into the natural. The Zealots are going to go for it and get some damage done. That will... I mean,
Okay,
this
so
is
a little bit of a
just too
sloppy
much.
attack, but really it's a numbers game here. This is just an overwhelming amount. GG, Trap takes game one.
Okay.
And I got to say, that was, in some ways, the most impressive game I think I've seen from him in the tournament. Just the fact that Dream came in there and tried to slow him down by stopping the expansion, and Trap immediately responded in such a way that he punished Dream so heavily. Dream barely ever got that third base out. He expanded, and by then, Trap had already mounted such a lead. He had such a strong army.
Yeah.
He was able to just keep the pressure on and close it out. So we're going to go to game number 2 now on Romanticide. Again, this is a best of 5. The winner goes on to the finals. I'm a little bit worried for Dream.
I'm not as worried as you. Like, I think Dream still played pretty well. Like, Trap played a pretty magnificent game. But, like, you know, like, the extra, like, 10 units he lost? If he had those in the attack that Trap did, he holds it a lot better. So, like, I think it was just a snowballing effect for a lot of it.
All right, guys, game 2's loaded up. Let's go.
Game starts. Afrika Freaks, Trap.
That's some fuzzy hair right there.
Yes.
Good Game Gaming, Dream.
If I was filming something outside, I'd have him stand next to the microphone and make sure the wind didn't ruin my sound quality.
So let's go big picture again here. Especially in this tournament, we've really seen that, and this has been true for a lot of StarCraft 2, but it seems like Terran can't really take more than about a fourth of the map, their quadrant of the map. Even though in a lot of ways we would think of Terran as a pretty mobile race, their buildings can fly, you know, their defenses are very easy to set up, pretty cheap. In reality, they can't stretch out as far. I mean, the fact that Protoss can warp in and has recall and a few other abilities makes it very tough for the Terran to keep up with the Protoss in a long game. So a lot of theory with Terran now is to try to stop or end the game at a certain point in time. Try to find a vulnerability somewhere in there as the Protoss develops and stop them. And unfortunately for Dream in the last game, when Dream tried to take his lead, it backfired so hard he was already in a deficit and was never even able to really develop into a normal econ game.
Yeah, but you know, when I see a game like that, like, yeah, Trap's very scary, but it's not the hardest fix for Dream, right? It's not like there's no way he can prevent himself from losing 11 units at the beginning of the game, you know?
No, that's true.
He can fix that.
I definitely don't think Dream's going to use the opener he did in game 1.
Well, he already did not, but yeah.
But I mean, like, throughout this entire series, I think that's going to be scrapped.
Or if he does, maybe you do make the bunker.
Yeah.
Maybe you are a coward. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about how brave he was, and then that attack came, and he got punished pretty hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see what happens if Dream is able to be left alone and try to develop. Now, in a lot of the PvT games we've casted, we have seen the Protoss tech into Stalkers and then go Observer, but I guess now that I'm seeing the Stargate get made on our production tab, this could be maybe Phoenix play?
Yeah, that's what he's been favoring pretty heavily.
Yeah.
In PvT, although it didn't work against Innovation. This is a double barracks play from Dream. Innovation was going more tech-heavy, which is a little bit more standard anyways.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see where Dream wants to go with this. Notice he has a bunker this time. He's not really going to lose units. I mean, you could definitely lose like 1 or 2, but that's kind of standard, par for the course.
I like the second Adept coming in here. So this is just a cool little tactic that we see Trap using.
Oh, nice micro there from Dream, I have to say.
See if he can actually get both of these Adepts out. Looks like one's going to get shot down. Second one as well is killed off.
Very nice,
so,
very nice.
Yeah, a little victory there for Dream.
Yeah.
Definitely off to a better start this time around.
Oracle actually coming out. You have Stim on the way and a third command center. That's kind of cool. So he'll have Stim reasonably quickly, which can help you to hold some of the sharper things Protoss can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, the very quick third command as well. You know, some of these builds that Terran has, like, or rather some of the builds Protoss has, like some of the Blink Observer builds, if you just go straight third command, that can be like kind of brutal trying to hold that, right? But this is a more middle of the road eco build.
Yeah.
Now that being said, the Oracle comes in and actually finishes off a decent amount of Marines, but his economy is still doing okay. He didn't really lose many SCVs this game.
Looks like this Oracle is going to have to leave. Can't do too much more damage there. Again, Protoss is finishing up the third base. The Oracle's now coming out here. The second one, I should say, as well. And we're going to have Terran probably coming out in a little bit here. Second Oracle. Going to be probably just pushed away with those Marines.
Yeah, it's good scouting going on anyways.
Yeah, we have the Forge coming down now as well.
Well, he definitely looks at this and knows that he can't be attacked. When you see the factory not even done, it's like, if they don't have medevacs, any attack they do is a one-way attack. So it's really not that hard to hold because you can trade whatever you want for it and it's fine. Ooh,
okay,
not
the
the best
second Oracle
micro.
getting low.
Wow.
Wow, that was sick. Is he going to recall that? No, probably not. He could probably go out the bottom here.
Yeah, you might just wait for shields to come back, continue to tag and stuff like that.
The recall is a resource in itself, you know. You don't want to just do it for absolutely no reason here.
Yeah, if he thought he was just going to lose the Oracle, he would definitely do it. It's definitely worth that.
Yeah.
But there's some other stuff you can do with those back there. All right, Templar Archives. He's gotten the armor a lot quicker this game, so definitely going to be relying on charge lots quite a bit. Kind of a cool central defense right there with that shield battery. Dream has landed his third command, so hopefully we'll see him send down some SCVs and get that mining. Getting a good amount of production going right now.
We've got 5 gateways coming down. As the third base is really kicked in, we're seeing the explosion economically for Protoss. And, you know, let's see what Trap wants to do. He may take a fourth very soon here. He may try to attack.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a kind of interesting game. Really, it's like he has a couple oracles, but he is making phoenixes to go with charge lots and getting into some archons. So it's going to be like a ground pounding force basically.
Right.
Phoenixes to stop harass, and then just charge lot archon. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That was actually a way that Zest was toying with for a really long time, trying to make back when Phoenix Adept was around. After that, like for a while, Zest was trying to make like just charge Phoenix work out, and like saw him lose so many games trying that.
Yeah.
But this is a little bit of a different take on it.
Okay. Protoss has built up quite the army here. We have the second Forge coming down, so I don't think we're going to have an attack anytime soon.
No.
Usually, if you see a forge making, there's not going to be a push right away.
Yeah, generally not.
You're investing in upgrades unless you're so ahead that you're just crushing it in every possible way.
Now, the one thing I want to mention, though, is the Terran army actually scales better than the Protoss army. What Protoss is making is like pretty ground pounding. It's pretty strong in some ground engagements early on. But if they both just continue in this direction that we're in right now, we're going to hit a critical mass for Dream that actually can slaughter the army of Trap.
Okay.
So he has to be a little bit careful. See, he's actually coming up looking for some sort of engage. He throws down the force fields because, yeah, he needs to do this. But look at this. His army's evaporating as Dream gets more units.
Dream is looking pretty scary here, and Archons are not good at retreating. That force field, unfortunately, is open on both sides. As you see the army slip through. Can this push actually go all the way across the map and start to kill Protoss bases? It's starting to look like it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's also like the charge-off based army. There's no real splash here other than the Archons, which doesn't really count that much.
Right.
And as soon as you lose a chunk of it, you lose all of it. You know, it's like just a numbers game. There's no real finesse to what Trap is doing.
The push is continuing up now, and I mean, this is pretty scary right now, what Terran's got. I think we're about to see Trap have to tap out. Even a mule landing here.
Oh, man.
I love the confidence here from Dream.
Yeah, the mule drop is amazing.
Awesome stuff. The Phoenix is still fighting, but, I mean, there is a parade of units coming across the map. And it just seems like there's barely not enough at any one point in time for Protoss, except for the Widowmine splash. That Widowmine splash actually could end up saving Trap.
That is really funny.
So Trap is hanging on by a thread here.
If he ends up winning after that that Manor Mule,
yeah,
that would be amazing. Look at that, a couple of the stasis wards going down. That would be just too hilarious. I still don't think there's any way for him to win this game, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's got a few units here. If he can stagger the fights in such a way, yeah, maybe he can, man. I don't think so, but maybe.
Well, he's getting some more units out here. If Dream consistently throws away army across the map, yeah, I guess it could flip on its head. But his upgrade's looking pretty strong. He's about to have 2-2, starting his +3. He has Ghosts coming out. The army of Trap is not really all that great.
Well, that is true, but...
He's got a good SCV count, probe count.
That's true as well, but, I mean, I'm a little bit worried here for Dream because, again, had that Widowmine splash not killed everything, I think we would already be talking about Game 3.
And honestly, like, I don't want to project, but I do wonder if he had not Manor Muled, if Trap would have left. When someone Manor Mules, it's like one of the rudest things you could do. You know?
We don't actually see it really anymore.
Yeah, because it's so incredibly rude.
It's so, yeah. It's
it actually just makes you feel terrible.
The Manor Mule is sort of like teabagging and RTS. You know, it's one of the... There's actually a lot of ways to insult somebody in the game, but that is one we saw a lot in like the first 2 years, and I think it sort of went away because it's, you know, all these guys know each other, but... I mean, Dream in this moment trying to assert his dominance.
Yeah, and he is whittling it down. A couple of mortals coming up. Look how many mines are out there. I think he's still just got it.
He's got to get a War Prism with this army, by the way. If he can micro these Immortals, it's crazy how much damage he could do. Oh, that's a misclick there. Overextended.
Yeah, he's got the bushes there screwing up his vision. Oh, Stalker's trying to clear these mines. Trap is really trying to pull something together.
Wait. I guess there
Looks like it was
Zealots killing SCVs down there.
Yeah, I think he pulled the SCVs, though.
Yeah,
so like,
I was checking the workers down there, and he definitely did, because he still has 74 workers. Again, this fight is getting very, very close. We're just going to see if Trap can hang on. He's behind. Dream has not been able to finish the job. I love that Phoenix coming in there.
Oh my
Again,
God.
the Widowmine splash damage. Beautifully done. Another Immortal comes out into the mix.
Trap is trying so hard here, Tasteless.
He wants to win so badly, Artosis.
He does, and it is understandable due to the Manor Mule. Now, it wasn't the rudest Manor Mule timing,
Yeah.
The rudest timing is the millisecond you know that you have the game, which would have been as he cleared the first Protoss army. If he had Manor-Muled there, I think Trap would have had to get up and punch him. But he Manor-Muled after it was like, Trap, you're dead, you know, and like Trap knew and he knew.
By the way, the
which is the second rudest timing.
supply here for Dream is catapulted ahead, so he just has a much bigger army. But Trap's been very resourceful with how he takes his fights. For instance, in that moment, none of those Widow Mines actually connecting. There's been a lot of misplay with Widow Mines on the Terran side of things.
Yeah, he's playing very sloppily.
Ooh, very bad force fields there by Trap.
Trying to make sure his Zods can't all connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's getting Disruptors, so if he can hold on a little bit longer, like, Disruptors are what can actually swing a game. Look at that. 4 mines with 1 Disruptor hit. But so many EMPs coming down, he's just flowing through. More Zods being warped in.
Is Protoss about to die here?
He's been about to die for minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I guess what I mean is GG going to get called? There it is. Dream takes game 2, tying this up 1-1. A much better performance from Dream.
Dream needs to turn to Trap and give him the finger right now to really finish that game off. No, that was, I love seeing the Manor-Mule, though, in a professional tournament like this.
I actually have not thought about Manor-Mules when we cast it a while, and then it came down. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We just don't really see that anymore. So we're going to go to game 3. We're going to find out which player will take the lead. Again, this is a best of 5, and the winner of this goes on to the Super Tournament Finals. Let's see what happens on Lightshade.
All right. I like that it's tied up. Makes it exciting. Anything can happen from here. It's a best of 3.
All right, our players are now in the lobby. They are ready to go. It's 2021. GSL is back. Thank God. And we're going to decide who is going to be our first finalist. Will it be Trap, one of the 3 Protosses here in the Super Tournament that's left, or will it be Dream, our only Terran? Okay, the game is now loading up, guys. Tell your friends to join us here as we're on the last day of the GSL Super Tournament.
Game starts. Africa Freaks, Trap. Good Game Gaming, Dream.
Pretty excited to see what Dream is actually going to be pulling out here. I don't think Trap is going to do anything abnormal, you know, maybe a Phoenix opener, maybe a Blink opener, but one of the 2.
I think he might have to go back to Blink. It's funny because this will happen where like everybody's doing one style, and then there's another player who's also of that caliber who's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
And that seems to be Trap as of late. He's got this very different approach to PvT.
Yeah, well, he and Stats both really like Phoenix openers right now.
Yeah.
But they're losing all their games with them.
Yeah.
The thing is, I actually kind of like the openers. Like, I've seen some cool stuff with it. But if it's not winning, maybe you should go with the Blink opener.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, if everyone's doing Blink openers and you're doing Phoenix openers, you actually are going to win a lot of games because of that. But that can be one of those situations where, like, okay, your practice games they aren't the same as a tournament game because the tournament game has every ounce of a person invested in it, whereas a practice game just does not. So I wonder if that's maybe something to do with it.
Now, well, actually, let me go back for a second. Let's. The thing that I like about the Stalker, and by the way, this is not to say that one's better than the other. It's just the ideas and kind of the spirit of the build itself, the idea with the strategy. Stalker build is intended to control the Terran. You know, you're dictating. If they're not playing by your rules, if they're not doing your dance as well, you punish them.
Yeah.
And you're also taking advantage of the fact that Stalkers are such microable units early on. Stalkers are better than Marines when they're fighting, and the Marines aren't in mass and stemmed up. And Stalkers are also faster on foot, and with Blink, they're even more mobile.
Yeah.
And so you're really controlling the game. You're actually forcing them to make tanks. There's something to be said about that. You're controlling some of their tech. Occasionally forcing bunkers as well. And then you're expanding behind it. What we saw before with trap and stats is a very different idea, which is you get Phoenixes, which make you overall kind of safe from drops, able to pick off scouting units here and there, and you're just sort of playing a macro game. You're not very much in the Terran space, and that's not bad. It's a different way to play. But it's not working against these very good Terrans at times. Like, Dream was way scarier in a game where he was able to be left alone.
So far, that is definitely what we're seeing. Now, he did hide those Hellions, so the Shade finishes up, and he's going to be able to kill off these Adepts. It should be noted that there is a proxy starport making a medevac to drop off these Hellions, and then, of course, this proxy Stargate going to fly in with the Oracle. Zaps an SCV, grabs a Mule, another SCV going down. It's pretty solid damage so far.
Yeah, so far so good here. Even going to take out some Marines. I think you could actually get that last Marine. Yeah.
You're about out of energy now.
Now the 3 Hellion drop's going to come in here, and this could be suddenly even everything out. Actually, I'm sorry, there's 4 Hellions here.
Dude, he's getting some serious damage. Like, probes stand to fight to try to block because there's no units in here. But look at that. So many probes getting fried.
Okay, this is getting out of control.
Yeah, yeah.
And another volley here. Keeping 3 Hellions alive.
14 probes
The
dead.
damage is not done yet.
Oh, my God.
15 kills. Can we get any more? I guess that's the end, but that is a lot of hurt.
That certainly is. He's still making oracles, so he's going to try to dive in, I think, and get some more. He's got 3 oracles ready, but we're about to have a Viking out. Is he going to be able to get that many workers? Protoss economy really shattered here. All right, here we go. He's going to fly in, see what he can get done in that main mineral line. And 3 oracles is scary. That's one-shotting for everything.
Yeah, it's almost overkill, and depending on the unit you're targeting. But oh my God, with the Adepts, this could be too much.
Well, he's going to fight with those SCVs now.
Yeah, and he's going to lose a lot of them in the process. The Shades get.
Well, he might even want them to go up. I think most of his SCVs are down here.
Yeah, you're completely right. It messed up my play-by-play, but yes.
Okay, well, he kills a hell of a lot of workers, too.
Okay, so this is a really dramatic early game here. It's 35 probes to 25 SCVs.
Oh, he's going to get all the oracles there. Okay, where is this game going to go? He's starting a 3rd command center.
Yeah. Protoss has started the 3rd base.
Nothing else coming out of that Stargate for now. 39 workers against 29 probes right now. So SCV versus probe. Trap definitely with the bigger economy. Not much as far as an army goes. Like, even this medevac drop is very scary right now. Even this Viking is very scary right now. 2 shots probes. Let's go. More worker death.
Yeah, more probes dying.
Look at that.
Well, this.
Look at that. Oh, God. What is Trap doing? Oh, he's harassing with the Adepts back on the other side.
Oh, my God. Yeah, our observer can barely keep up. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Look at this. He's trying to chop through that shield battery energy. Shield battery really saving Trap in that main base, but 8 more probes have, in fact, fallen.
Okay.
The shield battery is wrecking this drop.
The shield battery really changes the tides of the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, where are we at now? They're almost even on workers.
Yeah, they've killed very similar amounts from each other.
So for all the blows exchanged there, we're sort of in the same spot. I will say that Protoss has had the 3rd base up for a while, although how many probes? There actually are not probes mining at the 3rd base.
Yeah. They started their thirds at the same time, just the command center obviously is going to float.
Right.
I tell you what, Tasteless, I actually think after all of that, Dream is ahead. Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, I do think so, because I think you got to look at what's going on upgrade-wise. Like, we have Charge and +1 armor both started for Trap, but that's it, and he's still making Phoenixes. And the Phoenixes aren't going to scale as well as everything else that's going on, right? Look at the production tab here for Dream. He's going to explode his army now. Like, he is going to get a lot of units really quickly, and we don't have Blink, and we don't have Charge or anything like that. So I think he's going to hit that critical mass that's going to be very hard to deal with for Trap.
Yeah, we're seeing these Phoenixes just do whatever damage they can do. But I think your analysis may be correct, Artosis. I think that there's going to be a pretty scary push coming here from Dream. Now, actually, if you can get this command center, I don't think he's going to quite have enough damage. But
I think so.
Were Protoss to actually kill that off, I think that would be extremely devastating.
Oh, yeah.
And Terran would basically then have to win with a push like right after that. But let's see how long this third command center can be kept away from the third base location, because that does begin to add up over time. I mean, right now, Trap is mining at his own third.
Yeah, his economy is certainly a little bit better right now, but this army for Dream is definitely better than what we see for Trap. Oh my god.
This is quite a bit of damage over here.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a hard time getting that third base down there.
Kind of a unique situation we've got here. I mean, this CC needs to get repaired quite a bit before it can even try to go down there, because again, otherwise it's going to get sniped. Now, Terran's going to destroy these rocks because you need to have a wider berth to try to come in there. But I think Trap is actually, I think Trap's actually going to go ahead and just abandon this now. You got to know when to back out.
Okay, loads up and is actually flying to the north with 3 medevacs, but there's enough Phoenixes that I think you might just unload that.
Yeah, actually, I think Trap actually saw that.
Yeah,
now he's
he did.
Chasing his army, so this is like very uncomfortable for Dream here. This can be punished.
Oh, look, he floats to the other third base as well.
Oh, that's smart.
Feels like he missed all of his timings here. You know, he had an army that looked pretty scary, but he was having to babysit his third command center for so long that feels like Trap is kind of caught up in that regard.
Yeah. Trap appears to be ready to take a fourth base, not far from his main. We see pylons coming down there. Surely a Nexus will go down soon as well. Blink is coming. The robotic support bay and an extra robo is coming as well.
Yeah, filling out that tech, going to get into the splash damage. And the fact that he's getting into Colossus tech at the same time as Dream getting into Ghosts is definitely promising. Colossus is the natural enemy of the Ghost.
Now, supply-wise, they're fairly even. I mean, Protoss has a little bit less, but Splash makes the math a little bit more fuzzy for that. By the way, these Phoenixes are getting an insane amount of value this game.
Yeah, they really are. It's very impressive.
I'm surprised we haven't had more Widow Mines burrowed here and there.
That might be helpful.
That's really how you make it, not possible to do.
Or you put up, like, a turret on the side of your base. Kind of zones them out.
Something.
Yeah.
There's that fourth base we're talking about. We've got a huge drop, though, coming up here into the main.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
It's 5 medevacs full of units.
That is a lot of units. Those few Zealots that were warped in can't do anything here.
Yeah.
He's going to have to send up a lot of units. Okay, he actually gets the energy for a recall finally.
Now, the Phoenixes can catch the medevacs.
Yeah.
And this means that Terran can lose everything if this isn't handled correctly.
And he's going to lose some medevacs? I guess he actually only loses 1 on the way out.
I am so shocked I didn't kill more.
Oh, my God. He's going to get the 4th base during all this as well. This was actually very well done for a Dream. I thought that was going to go a lot worse for him. Well, I guess he actually doesn't get the 4th. Trap too quick coming back down.
Yeah, Trap closing in now. Force fields. It's funny. Trap's had a lot of bad force fields today.
Yeah, they haven't looked super hot. Okay, Dream micros all the way home. It's unfortunate he didn't get that 4th base. Going to fly over a fourth of his own.
All right.
He actually leads by 10 workers.
He does, yeah. Protoss is going to try to come down here with a push. Terran may be in a pretty bad position. Obviously, getting rid of that gateway down there is important, but this position... Well, wait. Why is Colossi over there alone?
Yeah, not so sure. Some good EMPs going down, but this Protoss army is really large.
Yeah, and a lot more Archons are coming into the fight here as well. The Planetary's not set up yet.
Yeah,
and
so
it's just workers and Marines and Marauders fighting this.
Time to turn around.
Yeah, that's an overextension for sure. And I'm not sure, man. This is looking pretty rough here. I mean, this Planetary does finish, but you can still hit it with the Colossi from a distance. We're seeing some more Archons will be morphed in over here. Can you actually dive on this?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think that's the worst thing he could do right now. It's better to roam, pick at the edges, refill your economy.
This is really a game that can go either way. Throughout this whole thing, it's a very neck-and-neck fight.
Yeah, I think it's slightly trap-favored right this second.
I think so.
But if he does a poor engagement, Dream could eliminate this army.
This is a very important spot to hit.
Oh.
And I don't know that Dream can actually control this fight very well, because you just circumvented the Planetary entirely. And look, he just hold positions up here. He's going to inch in.
Yeah, that's hard to do anything against.
And now you can control the bottleneck here, where the reinforcements come out. I think Trap is about to end this game. What a great TVEP this was, by the way. Really impressive stuff.
All right, going to stim up here and try to do a little bit of a flank. Good pickup there from Trap, juggling these Colossi a bit. I think he's just got it now.
Yeah, that's game. GG, Trap takes game 3. And now takes the lead.
All right, he'll be on match point from here on out. Looking very strong as always. Again, I feel like Dream is looking good as well. Right? Like if Trap hadn't done that really clutch counter with the 4 Adepts and 3 Oracles, Dream would have been way ahead after his Hellion draw.
Yeah, that's true. Dream looks good, but maybe not good enough. Trap really knew how to take that fight. He was very patient. Now we're going to go on to game 4. That'll be on the map Death Aura. I'm hoping we get a game 5.
Yeah, that would be really nice. All right, Death Aura. Let's do it. See if Trap can finish off Dream, or can Dream make this an even series once again?
I don't know, man. I want to have a game 5. I want to see this go on, but Trap is looking untouchable. Our game is now ready, guys. Let's continue on and see if Trap moves on or if we have one more match after this.
Start. Afrika Freaks, Trap. Good Game Gaming, Dream.
What do you think Dream can do differently coming into this? Because he looks really, really, really strong.
Yeah.
It just seems like Trap knows how to bob and weave.
Yeah. I think that Trap is getting a little tiny bit of crucial damage done in the early game. First game was definitely like some snowballing upon killing those units. And then that third game, right, he did quite a bit of harassment, did that dive to kill SCVs afterwards as well, but that was kind of a build order thing. So I can't say completely that Dream is weak in that way, but if he can shore up the early game without being too defensive about it, that might allow him to get into the mid game a bit better, because Dream's overall style is very biocentric. He's not a guy that makes like a ton of Vikings as often. Like
That's very true.
Even though I mentioned that like it's cool for Trap that he's going Colossus against Ghosts, I've seen Dream go Ghost against Colossus plenty of times, where you know, he wants to have like lots of Marauders. He wants to have those EMPs, and he wants to have scrappy fights all over the place. He's very quick at those. His multitasking is strong, but Trap has kept enough pressure on him that we're rarely seeing Dream on the other side of the map. So if we can see him on the other side a little bit more by shoring up his early defense to make sure he has the unit edge in the early mid game, I think that's where he can fight Trap.
Yeah, Trap's been very good at just kind of being on top of the Terran the whole time.
Yeah.
And even when the Terran did push out, I think the coordinated attack with a drop in the main and then attacking the Nexus to kill it off was great until Trap basically fought everything back, and it was almost like, oh, that was what I need you to do. Now you attacked me, and that was the mistake. I have too many Phoenixes. I kill off your medevacs. Everything's slowed down now.
Yeah.
I can pick up the retreating units. Third CC.
Yeah, the 2 barracks triple CC once again. So we'll probably see him get stim right away like he's been doing. It is a blink opener.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a blink opener, I think that Dream will probably be a little bit more comfortable playing against this.
I think
because
you might
it is
be
so
right.
popular.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, I think, most common in Protoss versus Terran. Now we've got the Robo and the Gateway coming down here.
We'll see if he adds any gates or just goes for that very quick third Nexus. All right, does add another gate, so he's going up to 3 gates right now. 4 gate. Okay, so it's going to be an aggro build.
Yep. And again, guys, one of the ideas here is that Stalkers are better units than Marines early on. Stim Marines are one of the best units in the game when they have medevacs with them. But just Marines, kind of weak.
Yeah,
and so what happens is the Stalkers with better range and being faster, they can pick on the Marines quite a bit. And when you have Blink, you can go into the main. And then, you know, whether that kills Terran or not, they have to play a very specific way to try to defend this. And from there, I imagine Trap has plenty of plans on how to control the game so that he just can eliminate the options for the Terran.
Yeah. Now, I think it was in the previous game that part of the reason he might do this specific 3 command center build, being a little bit more middle of the road than like Reactor 3rd Command, is for the speed of Stim to try to have a better time against things like this Blink build. And you can see that Stim and Blink are finishing at about the same time. So maybe that's going to help him, but he's actually doing a counterattack. So the counterattack is pretty crucial here. It's going to need to do some strong damage.
Okay, a Blink in. We have more Stalkers coming back.
Man.
Oh, I got confused for a second why he was doing that, but yeah, the counterattack is huge. Now, these Stalkers are going to have to blink out, but I'm very worried about those Stim Marines over there at the Protoss.
Yeah, I want to...
Shine, go back.
Okay, we actually see in the picture
I'm
on the
sorry,
bottom right. He does kill some probes here, killing some Stalkers as well. Oh, that was a good blink away. The Marines actually stepped too far forward chasing. Wow.
That was really nicely done. And now the action will seesaw back over here. I think he's going to go for the bunker bust.
Yeah, he definitely could.
Sometimes Terrans are so caught up with trying to save their main, you just run right into the front door. And I think that's the play here.
Yep, it definitely. Oh, he does have some SCVs there, and it's so funny. He actually clicks to repair, but they all load.
Yeah.
That was good targeting by Trap, actually, trying to get the SCVs.
2 Marauders now inside that bunker. And you can see that Terran is trying to mirror the movement of the Stalkers from within his main to try to block out a possible blink in from there.
Right now, their workers are even, which is very good for Terran in this situation. Now, hold on, he does do that blink forward.
There was, I think, 2 SCVs too few.
Yeah.
And that he's not able to repair that quite in time. The SCVs are going to try to come back, but this is where there's so much damage here at the entrance.
Yeah, and he doesn't have his medevacs yet, Tasteless. So a lot of these units are very red.
Every shot of damage is permanent. The shields will slowly regrow over time for the Protoss.
All right, he's trying to get as much damage as he can, but without those medevacs out, he is going to lose everything here.
I think Trap has done it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is just too much. Trap is going to go on to the finals of the GSL Super Tournament.
Second one in a row.
Yep. He is just too strong.
I gotta say though, Dream had a very nice tournament here. Can't quite hold on, but I think we have a really fun year ahead of us with this player.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, a lot of potential here. And I think at this point in time, we're just watching Dream digest the loss. He knows there's no way back. GG. Trap is our first player to move on to the finals of the GSL Super Tournament.
All right, congratulations to Trap. It's a big deal, man. If he wins this tournament, that's 3 big tournaments in a row. Very few players have done that. Dream, hey, he gets a seed, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I look forward to seeing Trap play here. He is a Terran killer, for sure. Now it's going to be a matter of which Protoss he ends up facing off against.
Yeah, and actually both of them are PvP killers, Zest and Zoun. So I think he would probably rather not play Zest if I had to guess.
Well, that's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, we are going to go to a short break. When we come back, PvP, Zoun versus Zest. Don't go away.